On today's episode of Out Loud and Laughing, I said, Mom, you cooked every protein under the sun in the same sauce.
Yeah, and we fell for it.
And we fell for it. I want my money back, is what I want.
Welcome to another episode of Out Loud
And laughing.
Get Ready.
I'm Bryan.
And John, two gay cousins having big talks and even bigger laughs. Join us. Let's see what they're up to. It's Out Loud and Laughing.
No, you start.
Welcome. Oh, no, you start. Okay, no, I'll start. Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud and Laughing. I am Bryan, and this is my cousin, John.
I'm a saboteur. I totally sabotaged Brian's intro.
You did, and I love doing it. No, I thought it was great. I think it's always nice that you want your stuff to go well and my stuff to not go well. That's great.
That is so untrue, but also true.
Yeah. It's not a lie.
Oh my God, I'm so not happy for you.
Oh my gosh. How are you doing, Mr. John Ruiz?
Oh, how am I doing today? Brian, I'm feeling 40. I'm not lying. I woke up with a little bit of a
Woo.
headache today, which I don't normally, and
Mm-hmm.
my shoulder's hurting. But I didn't want to say any of these words out loud today because I just didn't want to sound old, but here we are.
Here we are. I am also feeling 40. I spent the weekend, I'm unsure if I told you this,
Oh.
but Kenzie will be in a dance recital in the next coming weeks, which I'm sure we will talk about. But this is her second year doing it. It's a very beautiful thing. It's at the local high school, but it's like a whole production, etc. And they do a parent-child dance, right? At the end. I didn't do it last year because I was like, I don't really know. But Kenzie's friend did it last year, and Kenzie was like, why didn't you do it with me on stage? So I said, this year I'll sign up. John, I had to do a 2 hour rehearsal on Saturday without the kids because the parents have to do a 3 minute choreographed dance to 5 different songs before the kids even join us on stage.
Brian, I am so glad I'm not you right now.
There was probably 50 parents in this room learning. Now, mind you, we're not all doing it because there's 3 different recitals that day. They kind of split it up. So there'll probably be like 15 to 20 parents on stage each time. Uh, she went through the first song because it's 5 different songs. I kind of like edit, like, like remix right into each other,
Yeah.
whatever. And so she did the first one, which was Ice Ice Baby, by the way, because this is all weather themed. Stay with me here. She did the whole Ice Ice Baby dance, and then she probably spent about 5 minutes on that choreography. And it's like, okay, cool, let's go to the next song. And we were all like, no, start from the beginning. We need to do this like 10 times. So, anyways, all to say, I am doing pop and locks, I am doing bends, I am like all these different things. And so I definitely got home and did the roller on my back, a heat pad. And this is just rehearsal.
This is just rehearsal. Oh,
So
the body just serves, doesn't it? My word.
the the body is not serving us, John. That's actually quite the opposite.
Oh, um,
So I'm feeling it, but all this for my kid, you know?
I just feel like if I was like nourished better as a child, I wouldn't be going through all these
Mm,
ailments. I put this on my dinners growing up.
I mean, you're not wrong, and it's actually funny that you bring up Nurse as a child because I was actually helping my mom make her family tree today, which I'll have to share with you, obviously, because you and I are both on that tree. We're both a leaf somewhere on that branch.
Oh,
Uh, and it did get me thinking about like our childhood and like all the like because like you were seeing all these names, like we're seeing our aunts and uncles, we're seeing our grandparents, their parents. I think we got all the way up to our great great grandparents, maybe. Um, so yeah, it brought up some memories about the food that
childhood.
we ate that probably haven't helped us become the strongest people.
Well, I mean, we ate like kings, but I'm not sure about strength.
We definitely ate like kings. Uh, yeah, let's talk about that actually. Let's talk about some. So everyone knows we're Cuban. So John and I grew up Cuban since we're Cuban.
Homo,
Our
homo,
grandparents, como, homo, what? We're
homo, homo.
Cuban.
What?
Uh, our grandparents migrated over with our mothers and fathers both. They all migrated when they were younger. So our grandparents were still very much of the Cuban culture to the day that they died. And so John and I, whenever we went to their house, and even at our house, we just like it was always Cuban food.
I think generationally, like I think parents sort of like emulate or cook for their children similarly to like, if they have interest in the kitchen, of course, cooking and
Yeah.
providing the similar to how they were raised. Our parents were no different. And what's really interesting, I think, is that it wasn't just our moms who were in the kitchen cooking. Our dads, whenever they got around to it, I mean, they were pretty
Yeah.
active in the kitchen too, and mainly Cuban food.
Yeah, 100%. I think when you say that, it also like food is obviously nourishment, but I also think it brings comfort. And like my dad talks about like when he grew up, when he was growing up, he loved eggs on rice. And that was like a poor person food, right? But it's a flavor that he loves, and he'll even make it today sometimes just to like bring him back to that part. So like I also think food unlocks so many memories for people, which is probably why our parents always made that food because it kind of took them back to where they started, you know?
Well, they say scent is the most powerful scent to the memory, sense
Well,
to the memory.
hello poppers, duh.
Are you a both nostrils or are you a one nostril guy? No, I'm just kidding.
We'll save that for another pod. What
That's
were some
funny.
of the foods that, because you're, so my mom can cook. She doesn't love to cook, but your mom does. So what were some of the favorite dishes that your mom would make?
You know what's really funny? Because I had a little bit of time to think about this, and I realized, and I think I'm the same way now, that a lot of the
Mm,
food that I like is like repurposed food. And what I mean by that is like I didn't like picadillo. And for anybody who's not
mhm.
familiar with that, it's like just Spanish seasoned ground beef. It's like bolognese or sloppy Joe to anybody else. Um, and I didn't like it over rice, but I loved it
Yeah,
in a papa rellena, which is a mashed potatoes wrapped into wrapped around it and then deep fried. Or
deep
I even
fried.
liked,
Yep.
yeah, I even liked it between the pastry, the pastelito de carne, and so
Hmm.
and then not only it wasn't that one. Oh, and then the other one that came to mind was like yuca. Like I don't like the soft, mushy yuca, but I love it the next day when it's been fried. Now I understand why I was 300 pounds.
I was gonna say every single dish you've mentioned you liked is fried.
I
Uh,
like French fries and I like fried cheesecake and I like fried.
God, we're gonna get you help after this. I remember it's the names for me because you bring up picadillo, but also what was ropa vieja, which translates into old clothes, and it's like shredded beef in like a sauce, and we loved it. Um,
I didn't.
but it's called old clothes. Did you not? I feel like you would like it today though.
Oh, I love it today.
Yeah.
We had that. We had. I joke with my mom still today, so this isn't like talking behind her back. But I said, Mom, you cooked every protein under the sun in the same sauce,
Yeah, and we fell for it.
and we fell for it. I want my money back, is what I want.
I remember my mom would almost make like a pot of rice for the week, and then we would just pull from it throughout the week, and then throw a protein on top, and then maybe a side salad, and then that was dinner. Like every single day was a rice, a protein, and a veg. That was it.
I think starting around middle school, or maybe yeah, middle school, it was my sister's and mine's responsibility when we got home from school to make the rice because the rice was made every
Mm,
day. And
yeah.
it gave my mom, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, and it gave us something to do. Or she would get started on something else, chopping the onion, whatever it was. Um, my mom did like pull us into the kitchen a lot. I think it's where I get a lot of the love of my cooking today.
See, I don't remember being in the I mean, I remember doing things in the kitchen with my mom, like baking and stuff. I don't remember doing the Cuban food necessarily. And like I never, even to this day, I don't even confidently know how to make rice. Um, but also I grew up with rice with every meal like you, and now as a result, I don't love rice. Like it's not my favorite. I prefer like a pasta. I think also you might have been alluding to that because you were like, I don't like it on rice, but I like it in a pastry or deep fried, right? It's just in a different form because all we had was rice growing up.
Yeah, I don't even like rice like with my curry and stuff. Like I'll typically like just eat the soup with the meat and everything else. Um and in terms of rice though, like Yeah, no, not a fan. Had it too much. Had
Mm.
it too much.
Yeah, I prefer my curry over a green salad, you know? Uh, I'm
Wow.
trying to think though, like, because I, yeah, wow, messy. Uh, I would love to talk a little bit about, because our viewers need to know the good shit, and that's the desserts.
Mm.
And I do feel like Cubans have good desserts, right? Like, we can go starting with some of the basic ones, but go to some of the ones that people wouldn't even really know about that like so good. What's like one of the more basic ones? We kind of have it every year, I think, around Christmas, like all the pastries, right?
Yeah, we do. Flan is the most basic.
Oh, fair. I wasn't even thinking flan. Yes, most basic, but so good. Well,
So good.
not true. A lot of places do it wrong. And that's only because we were raised with my mom's and your mom's flan, and they cream it up, you know?
Which was our grandmother's recipe, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Which I actually learned she got from, I believe, an American woman
The
because
irony.
she had her own recipe, but like I'm not gonna I will not share the secret here because it has gone family secret. But
It is.
there's an ingredient that's not in every flan. I'll text you, Brian. Um, and that's what makes ours, I think, in my opinion, so good. But flan is a basic one. The pastries that you were just talking about that were filled with meat, they also have it filled with like
Guava
guava.
and guava and cheese.
That's my favorite of all of it.
I know it's like a cream cheese, guys, with guava, and it's like, oh, and then the flakiness and the butter,
It's
like
like
the
a
most horrible thing you'll ever eat.
it's like a cheese board, but you could eat the board. It's amazing.
Yes. Honestly, it's the American version, or like the American version, like a cheese Danish, but better.
I mean, if it's Danish, is that American? Wondering.
Got me.
Asking for
Yeah,
a friend.
asking for
Asking for a
for a
friend.
friend. Uh, but I think it's all the ones like you know what I loved as a kid, and when my mom would make it, she I would only be allowed one spoonful a day, but dulce de leche. So she would put
More.
condensed milk can in the pressure cooker, and it turns into a caramel dulce de leche, which is now very mainstream now. I feel like back then dulce de leche was just our culture.
Yeah.
Uh, and you were allowed one spoonful a day because it was pure sugar. And I would sneak so many spoons when no one was watching, like to the point where my stomach was hurting, and it was so welcomed.
You just validated me so hard because I was like, you were like, one spoonful a day. I'm like, that's cute. I was revisiting that like about like 6 to 8 times a day, trying like not to make it noticeable, smoothing out my, and I was like,
Yes. Oh,
God,
you smooth it out. Yes.
yeah. I was like, maybe that's why I'm like, maybe that's why I was 300 pounds. But then you just said your version, and it's clearly because you have a faster metabolism.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
just
Oh my
kidding.
God, that
Dulce de
no, I
leche,
do.
good one.
Duh.
Good one. Good one.
That was really good. Also, this one's people don't love this one as much. I did the rice pudding with cinnamon on top.
Ooh, so good. So, so good.
So good,
That's
right?
good. You know which one I'm not a big fan of that I feel like people are like very much a big fan of, and I'm just like, why?
Hmm.
Tres
Dime.
leches. Dime.
Ah, tres leche. Well, it's a soggy cake, and anything called soggy is like questionable.
I mean,
But
I've had a soggy cake before, and I never called him back. So,
I was gonna say, yeah, he just left your house.
yeah.
Uh, no, I love it tres leches. I do.
Do you like it really, really, really soaking, sopping wet, or like medium?
I like it. No, I like it so wet that it's dripping down my face. Oh, no, no, tres leches. Yes, I don't like it too wet.
Oh, I can't. I'm gonna need you to hold all of your all of your euphemisms and say them in Spanish.
Oh God, then we're gonna be here for a long time.
I
Uh,
know one that I don't know that it's probably top of mind for you.
there's one that's in my mind. I'm trying to think of the name, and we might be thinking the same one. Go ahead.
Ooh, osmosis. That's not the word. Boniato.
Which one's that?
That's the one that's like made out of a root that's like yucca, but I think it's the other one, taro. I think it is. I think it's actually taro
Mm,
root, and they grind it up. It's what we had it at Christmas time, and then you fry them. Just fry everything.
God, here comes the
Capture.
fat ass again.
Boom, boom. Fried food. No, boniato, and then you like you fry them so they're like little like churros, but they're not churros, they're more dense, and then you cover them with the honey and anise stuff.
Oh yes, I
I
do know that. I don't like
love
them.
that. You don't.
No,
I don't think
no.
we've
I think
ever
I
had
the
them
person
made right.
I was gonna say someone brought them to the party, and I think it was the delivery of the person. I was like, I could do
Uh,
without them.
I don't think that they were made right. They were burnt.
Speaking of burnt, the one that I was thinking of was the caramel milk curds. It's like a dulce de leche cortada or something, curdled milk. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh
With like a
God,
cinnamon stick in it.
that was freaking good. That was freaking good.
Now we're going down a path where everyone's like, ew. It's like, no,
No,
try it.
I had
So
forgot.
good.
I had forgotten about that until you just said it, and now I'm gonna have to forget
See?
it. Now I'm gonna have to forget about it. Thanks.
Now we're gonna have to make it when we're together.
Okay. Okay. Oh, join
You
us for our
know,
new
that could
cooking
be
show.
yeah, yeah, out loud and messy.
Yeah. Hey, that's not the cooking one,
Um,
Brian. We said we are gonna save that one for the.
oh yeah, that's the OnlyFans channel. Out loud and messy.
Uh,
It's not gay because we're cousins.
it's only Fram. We're more friends than family.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Oh.
I could do Cuban desserts all day long. I feel like the food, if anyone hasn't had Cuban food or if you haven't had Cuban food in a while, Uber Eats it tonight, get it, comment, get some curdled milk, do all the things.
Yeah, tread lightly. Hey, we love you guys. Thanks, Brian. Go forth and eat some Cuban food.
Yeah, flong you later.
On you later.
Bye.